So Nick, can you tell me a little bit about why you chose Charlotte Simpson and this particular role?
Well, I searched on Google for like a internship, and it come back. And then I searched through quite a few on Fashion United, and then I came across this one of Charlotte Simpson, and I looked at her work, and I fell in love with it. Especially like the spring summer collection with the pink and the green, which is what influenced the folder and the choices. And I just thought she needs, like, it was almost like she needs like a helping hand just to like push her and like get her further into the luxury market and that sort of thing. So that's why I decided to.
And is she pretty much a one-man band at the moment?
Yeah, I think, that's the idea that I got across, because especially on our website, it says that they can only take orders one at a time. If you do want more than one, then you'll have to get in contact, and if it will take up to 6 to 14 weeks for it, even longer if it's embroidered. So it was almost like she needs help, because she doesn't want to manufacture these like purchases just in case they don't sell and she's lost at a loss and that sort of thing. So as a PR and marketing intern, you'd be the one that would help support her and say that she wouldn't need to worry about this because she's got the help and support behind her.
Okay.
But could I just also say, for me, that's really unattractive as well. If I find it's 6 to 14 weeks.
And she like prides herself on her embroidery.
Okay.
And she said even longer for embroidered products.
Wow.
I mean, that was on the online shop, so I'm not sure if you went to her directly, it would be quicker, but I think that's quite a long time.
Long
You've got,
turnaround.
A huge amount of time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm really, really impressed, and when I was looking at this a little bit earlier on, the amount of detail you've gone into, and from what you just said, it shows that you have a really thorough understanding of the brand.
Yeah. I mean, I did think I maybe had put myself at a disadvantage because there wasn't a lot about her out there, whereas like opposed to like some of the bigger brands like McQueen and like Net-a-Porter that I know some people have done jobs on. But I just thought, well, I'm sure I can adapt my knowledge, and there was quite a lot on her website, so and I found her Instagram and her Twitter and all of that sort of thing. So.
Yeah. The fact that it is such a small brand and it is up and coming and it's growing, you would probably get much more hands-on experience than going to a big brand. And I think it's really interesting that you have chosen someone who isn't well known. And you mentioned it's quite hard to find information about her, but that's exactly why she needs someone like you to come on board and get their message out there and get their voice heard.
I mean, if you just search for her on Google, then her website will come up, but then it will just be like LinkedIn pages to like other Charlotte Simpsons.
Right.
So
she needs to be more distinctive. And
yeah. I mean, she only graduated in 2009, so she's only just started, really.
Okay, fantastic. Like I said, I think that your knowledge of the company and the amount of depth you've gone into is fantastic. And if you were sitting in front of me in an interview situation, I'd be really, really impressed. I think in terms of your core skills and what you could offer to her, I think you need to bring that forward a lot more, because you've hidden it right at the back as to what you can offer. So I think it is great, and I think you should still keep it in, the amount of work that you've shown to demonstrate your knowledge of what she does and these visual elements. But really, does she need to see all this? She knows what she does already. Yeah. So you could almost move all of this towards the back and put all of this interesting work towards the front, because she wants to know, in a nutshell, what can you do for me? She wants someone to from the sounds of it, hit the ground running. So I think that you haven't made enough of your uniqueness.
Okay.
Your CV at the moment, although you've mentioned the fact that you've worked for Roxy Manor Gardens and about the elves and so on, I think you need to make much, much more of that. It seems like you're in a management position or supervisory position. You need to really make that quite obvious that you've had that responsibility.
Okay.
No, it seems like you're very well organised, used to time management and so on. But the fact of what they've asked for, the PR, the social media, contacting journalists, producing marketing material, you haven't made enough of the fact that you manage the Twitter and the Instagram and the social media platforms within your current role. You need to really, really highlight that. And I think, and this goes for most of you, instead of having a paragraph here in your personal statement, break this down into bullet points.
Okay.
Because people see hundreds of CVs a week and a day sometimes. I see so many. It takes about 60 seconds for me to skim through a CV, and I want to see the information broken down into bite-sized chunks. So instead of having quite a generic profile there,
Yeah.
everyone tends to be a little bit too generic in their profile. Break it down into what is unique about you, what are your key skills, your key qualities that will make you stand out. The fact that you can put that into your first bullet point, that you're proficient in managing social media platforms already, that you have strong experience within marketing. You need to really make that stand out from the word go. And you've written somewhere in here that you don't have any marketing experience. Well,
yeah, I think it was, is it in the back? It was in the here, I think.
Yeah, you've mentioned about social media here, but I think that's kind of getting lost.
Yeah.
If you keep this piece, maybe bold that or begin the one or actually stop with that, because that's one of the key components of the role. Yeah, you never produced marketing material, but the very fact that you produced this, that sets you apart from a lot of other people out there. You are marketing yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of why I decided to do it quite digitally, because I think marketing nowadays is a lot about, and because I hadn't had any direct skill or experience within it, I thought that I could show it through the portfolio.
Yeah, definitely.
Pull a chair in.
And can I just ask you about these pieces? Did you have any input into the design of these and promotion?
Yeah, I actually came up with this idea because with the last couple of years we've had just decorate a Christmas card, write a letter to Santa, that sort of thing. And I said I feel like they need something to keep. And whenever I'm in the room doing it with the children or with the parents, I say write on the back the year that you've made it and that sort of thing, because it's the sort of thing they'd keep. Rather than just a Christmas card that they throw away or a picture that they're coloured in. But I actually think that people are more likely to keep that, because I know I've still got things on my tree that my mum's kept from when I was little.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was kind of influence. And yeah, with the Grotto passport, I kind of said, because it's our full fear of having the Grotto passport now, so it's just trying to change the whole layout. So I had a little bit of input in it, but not hugely, because I was coming to uni and that was when they were designing it.
But you had an influence in the project. Make a lot of that.
Okay.
The fact that you've been instrumental and you've been involved in PR and marketing and promotional collateral.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. And I think that you actually have a lot more experience and a lot more skills than you give yourself credit for. And you need to really highlight it at the very, very beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I've almost used as a marketing tool for the company, because I go to all of their events, all of their shows, set up their shows for them. We done a show in Detling in the summer, and I was there giving out flyers and things, but I helped design the layout for it and help sell and all of that sort of thing. So
is that on your CV?
No, I mean,
why not?
because I do so much there. I've been there for 3.5 years now. I've helped with the circus that we have. There's just so many events that I've helped with. We've helped Shoreham Day, where we've had classic cars and planes and that sort of thing. So it's just really hard to
But you haven't mentioned here, as far as I can see, that you've had involvement within events.
No.
And that's a key part of what you do. So that's going to really make you stand out. That you and also that you've been public facing.
Yeah.
Client facing. Within a PR and marketing role, that's what it's all about. Your confidence in dealing with the public and clients. So really make a lot more of what you've already done.
My CV just really needs amendment.
Yeah, absolutely. And also in that piece at the back, again, so I'm having to forage for this piece at the back, which is a really key part of what you do. So put this right towards the front and highlight in bold the most important aspects.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think aside from that, these are very small things for you to tweak. It isn't going to take you very long. You've got all the core elements here, and it looks incredibly slick, which what a PR and marketing intern should be able to do. It's all about how smooth it is, how detailed it is. I think you're absolutely 5% away from what you should have, but overall it's fantastic.